Gregory Walker here to give you a little bit of an update about what we're working on and what we're doing, and also where we've been. I am joined today by the Executive Producing Director of the Philadelphia Theater Company, Sara Garonzik. It's a pleasure to have you with us today.
I'm delighted to be here.
Sara and I have had a very long relationship, not only personally, but more importantly professionally, between Philadelphia Theater Company and the Brothers Network. It started, do you remember when we started our relationship?
It might have started with David Mamet's Race, or even before that, maybe Resurrection, which was the year before.
Resurrection is exactly it. I feel like I'm quizzing you, but
yes,
it's a lot
yes.
that we
well,
do.
We've done a lot of work together.
We have indeed.
Many productions.
So Resurrection was a story by Daniel Beatty, and it actually was a microcosm of the Brothers Network. It was a story of 5 young gentlemen and sort of creating an opportunity in an urban area, and we thought this is exactly who and what Brothers Network is. It was Brothers Network. It was 5 black men creating new stories and new narratives and new ideas, and so you all were an organic partner for that, so thank you for that.
Oh, it was a pleasure. It launched our partnership. It was great.
So Sara, how long have you been at Philadelphia Theater Company?
I've been here since the 1980s, and we'll leave it at that. I've been here for a long time at PTC.
And tell us where the theater is located, in what city, because some people are watching from other places in the world.
Well, that's very exciting. Philadelphia Theater Company is located in the heart of urban downtown Philadelphia on what's called the Avenue of the Arts. Our venue, where we are now, is at the corner of Broad and Lombard, in a very key spot on the avenue. And we've been there since 2007 when we built this new venue called the Suzanne Roberts Theater.
So we're really happy to be here in this venue, and we're also just kind of surrounded by some of the great work that Sara has done that actually goes way up the wall. Maybe we'll pan to that later, but also some of the key pieces are the Brothers Network, like Philadelphia Theater Company, is a Knight Foundation grantee, and Sara and the team here have been really great. We did the Mountaintop with them as part of our amazing fundraising opportunity. We did a black tie gala around the Mountaintop. We had the actors come out and talk with our guests, and so we continue to expand the audience. Do you remember that event?
Oh, I remember that very well. That was beautiful, and I do believe that Coleman Domingo was there with you.
That is correct.
And our actors were thrilled to come to that event and meet Coleman Domingo, who's been a mentor and a lodestar for young actors.
That's right. That's right. Coleman serves on our board, and so we're always happy to have Mr. Domingo show up and particularly support the theater. Where should I go? We also did something with Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, and that was before the Knight Foundation. This is a wonderful, wonderful show that incorporates jazz and music and just an amazing story.
And this is August Wilson,
Couldn't get
writing
it out.
at his best.
Couldn't get it out fast
Somewhat
enough.
historical, but also a work of fiction, his imagining of what happened one day in the studio, Ma Rainey's recording studio. And she was a force of nature, an amazingly strong woman. And August Wilson does create wonderful women, which is why we love producing him.
And the Brothers Network has women and men and black people and white people and gay people and everybody. This is an amazing story as well. So I want to drive right up to you. You mentioned Coleman Domingo. So we want to just talk a little bit about the Scottsboro Boys.
Scottsboro Boys, I think if you assembled our board and staff together, I think we would all agree it was one of our favorite productions, one of the most important and brilliant pieces of theater that has ever appeared on our stage, certainly, and I think one of the great jewels of the American musical theater. This was one of the final collaborations between John Kander and Fred Ebb, who of course were the composing team for Chicago
Right.
and other legendary musicals. This was something very different for them. It was an evening that was conceived with the director and choreographer Susan Stroman, who was just brilliant, about the Scottsboro Boys. It was a musicalization of the lamentable story about the Scottsboro Boys and the tragic and actually horrific legal embattlements they had when they were railroaded into jail. And they remained in jail for decades until they were finally free. And I think they were not fully exonerated until about a year ago when they were fully exonerated in the eyes of the state. But it was a brilliant piece of work and somewhat controversial because this was a very solemn and a very serious piece of history, a sad one in America's history, and one that is certainly owned and about African Americans everywhere. And it was sort of interesting because the creators on this were largely white.
That's right.
And to take that piece of history and to dare to, A, put it to music when it's such a solemn story,
That's right.
But for those storytellers, not to be African American was a point of controversy. We, however, believe passionately in its value
That's right.
and in what the spirit in which it was created and its platform for conversation. And so we were so happy to work with the Brothers Network, who understood all of that.
We did indeed.
You know, always, and set the table, helped to set the table for a lot of this conversation, which was invaluable, and did that up front before our production really began previews. And so what we wanted was to prepare our community as to the good intentions of these creators. And we, you know, Brothers Network, of course, is the go-to organization when we want to set the table for the conversation. And you did that with us and for us, and it was we couldn't have asked for a better partnership.
Well, thank you for that. That was the Voices Conversation series, and so we brought lots of people into the theater who were part of the theater community and who were not part of the theater community, and we had this amazing dialogue and discourse, which the Brothers Network is known for, and we had it right here in the theater, actually before the show started, and we like to think that mitigated some of the potential controversy.
Yeah,
that people
I think so.
might have misunderstood that show.
And of course, there was the minstrelsy element,
Sure.
where they dared to invoke that element of minstrelsy that, you know, it never appears, thank God, anywhere. But they use that in a very deeply ironic way to enhance the tragedy and the poignancy of these men. And that needed a lot of mitigation as well. And I think you tackled that head on.
We did. We had some great speakers that day. Drew Brown, who's now a PhD from Temple University, and who came in and guided that conversation for everybody. So really an amazing opportunity, both for the theater, for theater goers, and certainly for members of the Brothers Network and our continued partnership to where we are today. Sir, I'd like to say thank you as a fellow Knight grantee. I'd like to say thank you for your ongoing support of art and culture, dialogue, and discourse here in the city of Philadelphia and really around the country.
And I should congratulate you for the same. What you've been doing through the Knight Foundation grant has really been extraordinary.
Thank you. Very good. Well, thank you. It's a pleasure to chat with you today.
Yes, same here. Thanks for